Going live, going live, going live. Hello, good afternoon. My name is John Perm. I was just watching a YouTube video of a pastor that I admire, Greg Locke, and he was talking about, young kids and language. And believe me, I have seen a lot of changes since I was younger. I mean, if I cursed at my parents or raised my voice to my mother or father or even my grandparents, like if I was out of the store, my mother wouldn't hit me, but my mother's words would be, "Wait till we get home," and she would sit me on the couch. He says, "Wait till your father gets home." And I'd be waiting there and waiting there. And then my mom would come in hours later and give me a smack in my head. Nowadays, they got DIFUS and stuff. Believe me, if someone called DIFUS on my mother or father or my grandparents, if they were still alive, my grandmother or grandfather or my mother or father would smack the taste out of DIFUS's mouth. These young kids, these young girls cursing, using foul language, and these young men treating these girls like little whores, and it would be years ago if I got loud and one of my neighbors seen me misbehaving, they had every right to discipline me. My mother and father wouldn't allow one of my neighbors to hit me, but I guarantee if I misbehaved, one of my neighbors on my block, they would definitely tell my mother. And I got my fair share of whoopings. I'll tell you a story. I was a bad child. My grandparents, I'm Italian. My grandmother lived in Newark. She told me, says, "John, can you do grandma a big favor? Can you walk on the wall to the tree and get grandma one of those little twigs and take the leaves off and bring it to grandma?" So I had no idea what was going on. Took it off, made it nice and neat. And when we walked in outside and got in the basement and that door got shut, my grandmother told me, "Drop your pants." And believe me, she whipped my butt so hard, I wasn't able to sit down for hours. But I learned, these parents, I don't know if it's the kids or the parents, these parents let these kids get away with bloody murder. They don't want to be parents. They want to be buddies with their children. Believe me, a good whooping with a switch didn't hurt me. Believe me, it turned me into a better person. And that's all I have to share about that.